Hello and welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to a new episode from The Last Kingdom. This is season 5, episode 8. And before I start, I do want to tell you that the last 2 episodes are already available on my Patreon. You can click the link in the description and there you'll see the early access tier and the uncut reaction tier. The early access tier will just give you early access to the regular episodes, but the uncut reaction tier will give you access to my full reactions without any cuts. So the full around 50-minute episodes are available under that one. So if that sounds interesting to you and you already want to know how I'm going to react to the ending of the show, then you can check it out. The link to my Patreon is in the description. And we just saw Brita die. Well, I just saw Brita die, you saw that last week, but I just watched that episode. Brita died, and I think I talked long enough at the end of last episode how I felt about that. I think it was really well done, and I think it was just perfect that Stiorra was in the end the one to kill her and not Uhtred. And that's also where it ended. Also, they're going to Bebbanburg now, at least Witgar and Æthelhelm, and they're gonna take, as far as I understood that, they were gonna take Elfwin there, and then they're gonna have her marry the Scottish king, and yeah, Æthelhelm is just having this whole plan to overthrow Edward and put his grandson on the throne. One thing I forgot to mention at the end of the previous episode is his grandson, Weir, he's going to his grandfather now. The problem is the communication between Edward and his son is so bad that they just don't understand each other. They have no idea what is going on with the other person. That was kind of like their downfall, because he's gonna go to his grandfather now. He's gonna tell him a lot of lies about his father and he's gonna turn him against him. And that's where it's really gonna go wrong. And I expect Edward to be like, shit, I should have at least told him. Because everyone told Edward like, hey, we thought it was like up to you to tell your son about his grandfather's betrayal. I also feel like maybe Edward wouldn't really have believed it, because he seemed closer with his granddad than he was with his dad anyway, because I get why he feels like that. Edward doesn't feel like he's that devoted to his children, or at least he doesn't show it, that he cares, you know, and he doesn't want to make him Atheling and all. So I really understand how that must feel for Weir. So I think it's also going to be really easy to believe his granddad. So yeah, I think that's also a thing we're going to see in this episode. Yeah, I'm also really curious about the relationship between Stiorra and Uhtred now after what happened. But yeah, those are all things I'm just speculating about now, but I should just go watch it and see what's going to happen. So let's watch this episode. Oh, this soundtrack kills me every time.
What are you doing here?
Oh, jump scare. Also, I didn't mention this, but it's just crazy that that kind of happened in their sort of childhood home. It really felt like a full circle moment.
I'll see you in Valhalla.
Ugh, I'm gonna cry again. Can't do this again. Oh, Stiorra's still there. I saw the deer and I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. It's like a sign. And I was like, but Stiorra's not gonna shoot that one too, right?
I have freed you from her curse. There is nothing more for us to say.
She could have been saved.
Sigtrygr did not have the chance to be saved. Never understood granting it to her.
Stiorra, please come with me. We can go home.
You have no hope. You have nothing to offer me.
Damn.
You have suffered too much.
No, those who have hurt me have suffered too little.
Your life is not over. You have lost, but you will find new purpose. We journey onward.
I will journey onward, yeah, but not with you. We will build here. Other Danes are coming. We will live as Danes and we will die as Danes. We will find it in Sigtrygr's dead embrace.
That is not what the gods want.
I no longer believe in destiny.
Wow, okay. I do really understand where she's coming from, but it's kind of hard to see her.
Everything you have done has been excused. It was not your choice.
It's not true.
All those you have killed, chose them over your family, called it fate. Your destiny has brought me is pain and grief. So now my choice is to turn my back.
Yeah, I do really understand her anger, but still it's hard to see. Of course you just want them to be like in a good relationship, but too much has happened now. And I also think like watching your dad kill your husband, who you love so much, even though it wasn't really his doing, like Edward commanded that, I feel like you won't easily forget that. So, yeah. Oh shit, that's been a long time ago. Beginning of season 4?
No
Lord Ethelhelm, you have visitors.
The Lady Elfwin is here?
No.
Then kindly tell them I will attend when I am ready.
I am not your lackey. You may be an ally of King Constantine, but you're a guest in my fortress.
I am ready. Who is here for me?
Your grandson.
Elfweird, why do you not say?
Because you're behaving like an asshole. The dogs don't like him.
Now this is a mercy. Beloved child of my child.
Beloved child of my child. What?
Whatever is the matter?
You've been told about Mother's death.
Of course, though my heart is broken, having you here is a reprieve from the unending sadness.
Father is already remarried. The new queen is with child.
Well, as a threat to the succession, your life will danger. Worst fears come to pass.
I do not think he would harm you.
Your mother's death was on his command.
It was the Danes. He may not have loved her as we did, but that he would not do.
Of course, I'm sure you were right.
The fact that he did it himself is so insane to me.
Honor our hopes for you. Are we united?
With a whole heart.
I feel bad for Elfweird. The grandfather is indeed the only one consoling him, and it's actually only for his own win to get what he wants.
My everlasting thanks for bringing the boy.
I understand why the boy wants to go to him. He really feels like he's his only, ally.
Twice over. Now come, the night we celebrate your arrival. Drink well. Great energy will be required for the times ahead.
How are we to proceed?
A wedding. King Constantine travels here to be married to Lady Elfwin.
My cousin's here.
The guy's like, what?
Not yet arrived. She wishes to marry this King Constantine. Not want her to be forced.
She will understand the best, my boy.
He really is a good boy.
Provoke your father to war. A war? But you said we could do this without bloodshed.
War, confrontation, which we will win. Some blood may be spilled. You will be declared the next king.
Or your father will be killed. Grandfather, reassure me to kill, not part of the plan.
Man of peace. All I do is for the good of the Saxon. Edward is grown tyrannical.
Tell that to the Dane killed on your order.
Each one complicit. Murder my daughter. Do not doubt me on this.
At least he speaks up.
And I would hate for you to meet that which you dread. I should like to pray.
Perhaps you do not know me as you think.
Word has returned from the south. Elfwood is not in Winchester, nor anywhere in Wessex.
Do you think he went to Ethelhelm?
It would seem likely, though we know not where.
The ingratitude.
You're giving this boy nothing.
He is still in grief for his mother. Marriage was quite hasty. He is boy, no mother, to see a man reject his son.
Whenever you speak with reason. Wounded by his betrayal, I had more mastery of things. React again to Ethelhelm's provocation.
I feel like everything he's ever trying just never works out.
All of it. Why does it occur? In unreasonable haste, I win Mercia and Ethelwich, two conquests that evaded kings greater than
You
I.
deserve your success.
Perhaps God tests me. Humiliation, this betrayal by my son. It is a moment that challenges my pride, and I must think clearly. Elfweird is lost to me. I do not think I can forgive it. We have another son in your belly.
He's just already making that decision.
I should accept Elfweird is forfeit, arranged like a fugitive with Ethelhelm.
What? What? That is not okay.
That will mean he's always a threat.
Better a thread away from Winchester than within the palace.
Take great strength, nor such an offence.
I struggle with it. Tells me to not once again Ethelhelm as car.
I understand if you want to punish Ethelhelm, yes, but you didn't even tell your son that about the things Ethelhelm did. Like, he literally doesn't know, and that's your fault.
Am I foolish? Is that the devil's course?
Never suggest you forfeit your son for my child.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I would say it is a wise strategy. You control 3 of the 4 kingdoms. In time, our son can fight for the last. You choose it with a clean heart.
If I do not play, Ethelhelm cannot win. He then dances to my song, and I prevail.
When this man joined the show, I never thought this would be like such a big thing.
We build a new palace in London. Between Mercia and Wessex, the heart of your new kingdom. It is your blood. The right advice. Your people will sing of you as Elfweird the Great. Your reign will hold a Charlemagne.
And also, did Edward just forget about Athelstan suddenly?
Under your rule, never again will a heathen harm our people. Never will a boy lose his mother as you did.
Is he drunk?
He has not been on the ale.
That's just an act, as always.
He really believes in unseat the Saxon king.
Or that.
Maybe it's time to kiss his ass.
I am a man of low principles.
Prefer to call you pragmatic, Lord.
Yet even I would not do to seek the favour of that Wessex turd. I'm not certain that our host welcomes your ambition.
Then he will learn what happens when you cross men like us.
You, boy, fetch me aid. Fetch aid for your king. Yes, Lord.
Oh my god. Who thought this would have happened? This fucking guy.
Watch his back, hoof. He's tied.
Aw, give him a rest.
Uhtred, you failed to kill me.
See your help, Yannick.
That's at least one good thing.
Yes, I found she's with the gods.
You decided to kill her?
No, we're right. I'll tell you what, for now, go to your sister, find her, speak with her. Come to Rosenkoetter.
Suffered much, Uhtred. Wiser to let her be.
Shall not abandon her again. Prove there is a place for her.
He's really trying.
I can be a true father.
The sentiment is truly noble. Stiorra has been a queen. She cannot live in Rosenkoetter. Trader's wife. Too much has happened there.
That's all we have.
He means well.
You're alive?
I am.
Breeder.
I know you did what you could. This over now. You should take some time. Rest yourself.
Indeed, tis time we go back. Rosenkoetter, promise that return you to your family. Go back to how things were.
No. Our families have fled to Wessex.
Oh.
They're waiting for us. The dead rest in peace.
But it can be a home. A real home.
I also understand why they don't want to go back there.
Ethelstan, you loved it there.
Did. I also wish to serve my father.
Yeah, your father got a new son now, so he doesn't care about you as well anymore.
You'll come visit us, I'm sure.
Come on.
I've lost Stiorra till I can offer her hope. I need you to agree.
You command Rosenkoetter will follow you. But I ask, is there another path?
Oh.
A lesson for you. Act with confident, provident smile. Lady elf, come down from your horse.
Do I have any choice?
Do not be afraid.
But Elfweird is really soon gonna notice that this is not by choice, right? He said he didn't want that.
There was a fight. He did not survive. I'm sorry, I was a good friend to you.
The men I truly count as friends do not die so easily.
One moment. Prepare for a new attack.
Oh, he's not gonna like what he is gonna hear.
Neither shorter and more vicious.
My dearest son.
What happened to your plan? Elf went away.
It went awry.
Elfwin was captured.
One, at least, did not survive my wrath.
In association with Lord Ethel.
It's really all going wrong for him, huh?
Tell him I come imminently to discuss the matter.
Send a command. Search for her now. What is there to discuss? She is your blood, and she is in danger. Why do you hesitate?
I'm not hesitating! Not rushing blindly to action. Do not argue with me.
She is Ethelflaed's child.
I am aware of her bloodline. I'm also aware of Lord Ethelhelm. I will not react with haste. Do not even know where he is. Allow me to follow what I know to be the right path.
This all took such a weird turn of events.
You have not had the chance to meet properly. Mother,
I will not acknowledge harlot you've decided to bear.
this is your new queen. Yennefer and I are aware she's with child.
Awkward.
Baby will be a blessing. Thank you. I did not mean to call you. I would kneel, but my bones are stiff.
No, I quite understand. No longer young and
From slaughtering man with my
Oh, this woman.
I drove a knife through his neck. I was not wearing gloves.
She's gonna say this every time we see her. She's gonna keep bragging about this. But yeah, she should be proud. She did that very well.
It has been an eventful time.
Why am I loving her character so much this season?
'Tis my honor to honor you. I hope in time deem me worthy of your son.
What has changed within my son, I wonder?
I've been wondering about that for a while.
Fight for his niece, his new bride.
No, I do not think the king so easily distracted.
I simply cannot understand.
There is another possibility. You could easily buy the men to find her.
Silver of saving the blood of Alpha.
Merely
Men
suggest-
should be paying me the privilege of fighting.
Oh.
As ever,
She's gonna ask them.
I have a job for you.
And then he's gonna end up in Bebbanburg. Yeah, I see where this is going.
Lord Uhtred?
Kind of already said that in the previous episode. We just had to see it play out, like how he would get involved and all.
I thought you had left for Francia.
Quite the journey.
It's a relief to see you.
Not be too hasty. It'll bring only trouble.
I have to take Stiorra. Darkness has found her.
What has happened to her?
She doesn't even know yet.
I did not stop. I did not protect her.
Well, perhaps I could talk with her, find a way to cure her heart.
I fear it is already too late. My children have suffered. Never gave them a chance to live as a family. I thought that to be absent to protect them. I was not a father, not as they deserve.
I do like that he's finally acknowledging that. Because that is a thing I also have thought during the time when Alfred put them somewhere and Uhtred didn't really do anything to find them. Only later he did that.
That place is Rosenkoetter.
It is all I've got.
Elfwin has been taken by Ethelhelm. King is reluctant to act, and I were wondering, like, gather your men.
I cannot.
She is Lady Ethelblade's daughter, to protect.
My daughter needs.
I also understand that, yeah. But he's gonna do it anyway, it's Uhtred.
The king should look to his duty. Not me, not you, the king.
Honestly,
The king
yeah.
is deaf to it.
I have to take care of my daughter.
Whatever you need, Mercia will supply.
I will not be leaving to seek Elfwin.
But you must.
The king will come to his senses. Trust that I have my reasons.
Speak with the king on this matter. Despite himself, he listens to you.
He's always talking to the king, and it really doesn't always work out, so...
Speak with the king. My business is urgent.
Oh, and now he knows where they are.
He will be stopped.
I am not so certain. He has the Scottish army. Made an alliance with Constance, the hand of Lady Elfwin.
She is to be used in a bargain.
How'd you know this?
I'll speak of it himself. Escorted Lord Elfweir.
Then you are an enemy of the king.
Except what punishments may threat from Ethelhelm. Too great to ignore. He's set on war with the king. Christian realm. Turn on each. I fear all is lost.
Leave here. Protect yourself. I will report your message.
At least tell them where they are.
Lord Ethelhelm, where will we find him?
Fortress north of here. Bebenburg.
And now it suddenly sounds interesting. Ooh, I just got chills.
Eat food is not you are used to.
It is the food of my land.
Why have you brought me here?
For your protection, child, from the king.
He would never harm me. I am his blood.
He has remarried, creating a new bloodline. History has proven new regime once rid of remnants of the old.
We are kin. Do not need this protection.
Denied you the throne. Your mother left you. Murdered the Elderman seat himself.
I mean, he also makes a point, because I also wouldn't want to say Edward is right in this.
As your mother would have wished, we have found you a husband.
I am already betrothed. Kinlaff of Rosenkoetter.
A boy from Rosenkoetter. Hardly a match for a granddaughter of Alfred. No.
Yeah, and this is exactly why they wanted her to marry him as fast as possible.
Not him. Too much kinship. Bad for a bloodline.
The way they were both so shocked, like, no. But I mean, this is probably gonna be worse, so...
Constantine of Scotland. An alliance with him.
I do not wish to be traded like cattle.
Not see any other purpose for you.
Damn! That's nice to hear.
You are not a warrior. By your own admission, barely a lady. It is a good marriage. You should be grateful.
Please, cousin. If you have any remaining loyalty to
It's
family.
I who's been disloyal to my family. It's my family who's been disloyal to me.
I can't even blame him, so yeah.
I will throw myself from the wall and marry this man.
Do it. Be one less thing to be concerned with.
Poor girl.
Don't make promises you cannot keep.
Also, just imagine this random man just kidnapping you and then telling you who you have to marry, and suddenly your own family has nothing to say in this anymore. You're just there, all alone. It's so fucked up. The way Ethelhelm just thinks he can do this. Yeah, that made him think.
Talking to yourself, Uhtred? Or is this you at prayer?
I think I'm cursed.
Consider me the curse slayer.
He's launching his rebellion.
That is a strange twist of fate.
Not strange at all.
That is
My
destiny.
gods are doing it to taunt me, tempt me from my due family. I've worked out for Alfred's ambition. My own kin suffered for.
Perhaps you are not meant to choose between your fate and Alfred. Perhaps you are meant to serve both.
Can I serve two masters?
What if there's only one master? One god, one destiny.
Where our beliefs differ.
The scars on his head healed pretty nicely. Well, like, yeah, I know that. I just mean the makeup department did a great job.
You're saying that is my destiny, make England for Edward. Wait for Bevan served a purpose.
Maybe.
Your God has a sense of humor. Is it a path of destiny or of arrogance? They make a net to snare me. When I failed the first time, that was the sign that I would. Father Bjarke was taken.
The sign that Bjarke believed in your mission.
Fail again.
What if you don't? If you died in the doing, what would happen?
Bloodline left without protection. Shame would be heavy in Valhalla.
No shame in heaven, the beauty of it. My advice, believe my God is on your side. You do not walk alone.
There is no God. Only the gods.
He's really trying.
Thank you.
I don't know, man. It feels so weird that there's only 2 episodes left after this. It just feels like it's impossible. And I know there's also the movie, but I still feel like the show has to end. Yeah, in a good way or something. Just like a good ending.
It is unwise to trust a man who betrays his king. We move our soldiers closer to the border, we shall face him down. Then he will face a battle he shall lose. And in the face of defeat, he will make us a better offer. For us being the Scots, Lord Ethelhelm. I will stand by my word for as long as is necessary.
My plan, which will return Elfwin and deliver Ethelhelm.
And as I already
Oh, he already has a plan.
we are returning to Wessex.
Listen to me.
Even after you heard the plan?
Ethelhelm will be expecting me to lead an army into battle in trap.
But we have the advantage. We have a moment to strike whilst they're unprepared.
Only unwilling to behave as my enemies dictate.
We leave immediately.
Ethelhelm would be without allies. He may control the household guard. There would be no match for the Mercian army. It would not be easy to breach the fortress.
Why is Edward not doing something?
Push the Scots back over the border.
Ethelhelm will be forced to surrender in return.
Like even he agrees.
Fortify the lands north of Bebbanburg. I hold them for you.
Mm-hmm.
Tread Lord of Bebbanburg, as you always wanted.
Yeah, duh, as is his right.
Take it you're not heading to Rosenkoetter, they're all lost. Something you might need our help with.
So then when you are dead, who holds the north? Your seedless son or a child of Stiorra the dead?
I cannot speak for my daughter.
This is not the correct course of action.
Going to allow the marriage to Edward.
What is his problem?
And those that will suffer, not those in this room, farmers, fishermen, family. For all Saxons, not king to one man above the lives of my people. I will come to an agreement. Exchange for marrying Elf, isolating Lord Ethelhelm. Divide Northumbria into location around the Scottish border.
Oh, it's split Northumbria.
Literally no one is agreeing with this.
My forebears died for Saxon
Lands around Bebbanburg fall to the Scots, and Ethelhelm is disposed.
Aelfred, sacrifice.
Not a palatable choice, but a sensible one.
Asshole.
Kingdom your father hoped for.
Bring peace to land large unified than he ever achieved. Ended the tyranny, bloody succession under the protection of a man. Take their deaths lightly.
Your choice has no honor.
No honor. To put aside my father's dream, to ensure that we prosper.
That is not honor, that is martyred.
People wish to reward me in their prayers, that is their will.
Wow. I can't believe he becomes more of an asshole every episode. I thought it couldn't get any worse.
I think that you are afraid.
Call him out.
Of death, you're afraid.
Only a fool would not be.
And he's always so emotionless.
And I am not fool.
Lord King, this is callous. To Elfwin and to all those in Northumbria who are...
Mercia is best served when the south is secure.
Not at the expense of the north. Ethelfled would listen to Uhtred now, as must we.
Also, the disrespect he keeps throwing at Ethelfled is just insane to me. Like, that is your sister. Everything he's doing is so disrespectful to her.
And nor will the Mercian army.
Let's go! Okay.
I stand with Uhtred.
Well, there we have it. Not only Lord Ethelhelm seeks to rebel.
I understand why everyone's rebelling against you.
It's not only Lord Oldham who believes you to be wrong.
Ooh, he's losing all of his allies.
They are your people. You owe them your protection. We stand with Uhtred.
It is not that you are wrong. It is that you are simply mistaken on this occasion. I would urge you to follow the counsel of Lord Uhtred. Your father trusted his judgment.
If literally no one agrees with you in this entire room, then you should start to think you're wrong, right? Also never thought she'd speak up for Uhtred like that. Let's go. Is he gonna cry now? Little crybaby? Sorry, I can't stand him.
Ethelstan, my boy, what do you say? Should we take a fight to the Scots, risking decades of conflict, or seek a solution that profits both sides, denies Uhtred his ancestral home?
You do not have to answer, Ethelstan.
And yet he should, since Elfwin has shown himself disloyal. Ethelstan could be the king to face the Scots. What do you say, Ethelstan?
Oh, but then he wants him to agree with him.
Our faith teaches us to speak the truth, teaches us to seek peace, and that all Christians must unite to abandon those in your kingdom, to divide their lands. That is not unity. I will follow Lord Uhtred.
Ah, his ego.
Things are going your way, Lord King.
Finnen.
You do not walk alone.
Oh, now they're all gonna be rebels again.
More defiance. I am a just king, but think on those who I have crushed. Think on the Elderman. Think of Sigtrygr.
How can you still call yourself a just king?
Gates will be closed to all. No one will leave on penalty of execution.
Oh my
And the
God!
Mercians will be ordered to ramp down.
You can try to fight us, we'll fight back. You delay, lose the advantage, so you can join our mission and flounder here. We will be gone by sunrise. Choose!
He's too stubborn. Oh, that was it. He's really stubborn. It's just, if you bruise his ego, he acts like a child. And the thing is, this man, it really feels like this is a man who just has too much power. I think he rules too much with like, I don't know if I can say that, wait. I want to say he rules too much with emotion. He thinks too much about his own emotions, but in a way that is just only about himself. He's just so scared of people disrespecting him or making a fool out of him. I think he's just scared of people laughing at him or thinking he's like less or something. that this is just how he acts. Okay, sure, if this was your first intention, like, hey, we should do it like this, like, I really understand what he's saying. He wants to avoid this war with the Scottish people. But if literally the entire room keeps telling you this is the wrong choice, you shouldn't do this, and you just decide to not listen to a single one of them, like your most trusted advisors, you decide to not listen to any of them just because you want to get your own way, that's childish. And that's like, he always acts so emotionless, but it feels like he's acting with so much emotion just like because he's so scared of not getting his way and people thinking like he's like less, you know? I really see Edward, like I've also seen some people defend Edward in my comments, and sure, you're allowed to have your own opinion on this, but I really think Edward is a weak man. The thing is, he was just made king because his dad was the king. But if this man didn't have any power, he would be nothing. Like, he wouldn't even be able to achieve anything, because at every moment where he doesn't get his way, he just throws a tantrum. And now it's allowed and he can get somewhere because he's the king and he has that power. But if he didn't, he wouldn't get anywhere. So in my eyes, he's really just a weak little man. And like, don't get me wrong on this, it's not like, oh no, Edward doesn't want to help my favorite character, so I'm just not choosing his side. It's really not like that, because like I said, I understand the things he's saying. I understand his ideas. But for me right now, like, we've seen this before, but then he still had like some people on his side, so then in the end it was easier to say like, no, we're doing it my way. But in this situation, it's your niece's life. It's like your people, and you're just giving all of that up to get your way, while everyone advises you to not do it. And that's just, it's going a little far. And indeed, like I said during the episode, the disrespect towards his sister is insane to me. There has not been one moment that Elfwin was safe ever since, her mother died. While that is a promise he kind of made. Yeah, I never thought I'd think about Edward this way. He really changed. Like, when he was still a young boy, when Alfred was alive, I was like, oh, I'm so happy when he's gonna take over, because then I kind of disliked Alfred, mostly because of how he treated Uhtred, but I feel like he was a better king than Edward is. Yeah, I just never thought I'd think about him like that. It's just the constant disrespect towards his own family. I think that's like the worst thing. I think that's such an ugly trait. Like, towards his own mother, towards his own sister, his niece now, his own son even, his own son. The way he just decided like, oh, he left, he can't be king anymore. Like, you never even wanted to make him king, otherwise he would have been named Ætheling by now, come on. Also, one of those things, like, it's his fault that he didn't tell his son about his grandfather's betrayal. That was up to him to tell him that. And he just decided not to tell him that, or like he walked away, but he should have followed him and told him that that's your son, it's important information. Then the son flees and goes to his grandfather because he has no idea, and then he's like, oh, he betrayed me, he's a rebel now, and he's not going to be king anymore. Like, that's kind of your own fault why he left. So it's kind of like he never wants to accept the consequences of his own actions, and yeah, I think that's just kind of a weak trait if you have that. And in some way, I also kind of want to see like, okay, that's also sort of how he was raised. Like, hey, everything should go your way. You're going to be king. And, you know, kind of the same Elswit has. But she's making progress, man. Elswit? Fucking love her this season. She gets better every episode. Also, the way she just stood up for Uhtred. Slay. And also, one last thing. It's just like, okay, then he doesn't want them to go there. But then they're like, okay, fine, but we're going to do it anyway. Like, you don't have to come. You don't have to send your own army. The Mercian army will go ourselves. And then he decides to, like, take them and keep them prisoner there. Or, like, yeah, close the gates to them so they can't leave. And I'm like, just let them do their thing then. But yeah, it's just this fragile ego. Okay, the complaining about Edward is done now. I think I said what I wanted to say. Yeah, 2 episodes left. So, I think next episode Uhtred is going to Bamberg. I do honestly think they're gonna save Elfwin. I think it's gonna end in a nice way. But I'm so curious about how the show is going to end. And just the next time I'm going to watch the show, I'm gonna watch the ending. And that feels so weird because I feel like still so much has to happen. But of course there's also the movie after that. I'm also pretty curious how that's gonna go. And if there's gonna be some kind of time jump, or if that's just really gonna continue this storyline. I'm so curious. Yeah, Uhtred also kind of had like the struggle of, well, he didn't want to help Elfwin with really good reasons. What he said, the way he also realized like, hey, I gave my life for Wessex all these years, and that caused me to not be able to be there for my own children. And I really understand that he feels guilty about that now. And indeed, Stiorra, I think it's kind of, yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do much for her anymore right now. But I still think it's really good that he still wants to be there for her and chooses to put her above other things, you know? But he kind of had that battle within himself. But of course, when Bebbanburg became part of it, and he heard that what they wanted to do, like marry Elfwin off to the Scots, or like the Scottish king then, he feels more like, hey, okay, wait, this is my duty, and just the fact that Bebbanburg is involved now, it is my destiny calling. So yeah, I like that. I'm just really curious how this is all going to end. I'm just so excited to continue watching, but yeah, for today, the recording is done. I'm gonna be a bit too tired to record 2 more episodes, so yeah, that's something for next week. But oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I'm very curious what you guys think of it, so please let me know in the comments down below. Like I said before, you can already see my reactions to the last 2 episodes, so you can check them out on my Patreon under the early access tier. Also, you can see my full reaction to this one and all the other episodes under the uncut reaction tier. If you like my reaction to this, then please leave a like, subscribe, and then I really hope to see you next time. Bye!